Hello, Likers. Welcome back to our channel. It's me, your favorite one and only baby girl, Malika. So today we are doing the critical review of Where We Got It Wrong of Mr. Aloy, episode 48. So the scene started where Monachi is devastated. She's crying. Her mom has come to join her with her friends. She's crying. She's devastated. Like she's asking herself, where is she going to come up with 100 million? So educate. Dan is like, what do you mean? You're a working class lead. What do you mean? Where will you get that kind of money? So Dan forgets that Amunachi has lost her job or something. I don't know. You're expecting another man's wife to have that, whereas your wife is there. She has nothing. If Monachi was like your wife, if Dan was like you that didn't want his wife to work, where was Monachi even going to have the little that she had? So Monachi said she has over a little over 5 million in her account. And Choma was like, that's a good start. We can start with something like that. Then Dan Andy says he has you come with 10 million and he'll borrow 10 million from his bank. Um yes, which is then Rita said she'll come with 5 million, you know. Then Munachi's mom. No, Chingwe say even if they sell her, that's 30 million already. Chingwe say even if they sell her, they sell her daughter, they sell her uncle, they sell her uncle's wife. Nobody will buy them for 500,000. So they don't have anything. And normally she doesn't have anything. So Munachi's mom, she was like, she'll come up with 10 million and she's doing this for her daughter. So that's 40 million. They were like, then Andy was like, yes, at least we are going somewhere. So Dan was like, he has done some investment, like he has invested in a business, and what him and his family can come up with is 200,000. Hey, they scream like, what? My people, this is Dan that is working like he's paddy with AGK, and if it was Dan that was in this problem, AGK will come through for him. And like as I can't lie to you guys, I know that Dan is behind this kidnapping. I've said it from the day they kidnapped GK that Dan is behind it, and you people will see at the end of the day that Dan is the mastermind behind this kidnapping. So they were like 200,000. Then Choma was like, "What? What did you want? Do you want my husband to? What do you want him to do? That is what we have. That is what or what? Like she was defending her husband, which is right thing to do. You have to defend your partner, you know." So Andy was like, people should let it go. It's cool. So Andy was like, at the look of things, now they have 40 million, which is a good start. They need to not be able to raise 60 million. Dan was like, what do you put me? So you didn't even count my money. Rita asked him, like, what money? Are we going to use it to pay for to buy to fuel the car to get to the place of the kidnappers, or what do you want us to do with that money? Like, what? My So as they were arguing, then Andy said, so Monachi is really devastated. She said, what are they going to do? She's like, Andy, what are we going to do? So Andy said she will make some few calls, he'll be back. So Andy stepped out. Then the next scene now is AGK and the kidnappers. So they are traumatizing him, telling him that AGK is telling them that 400 million is too much for his family. They can't afford 100 million rather, it's too much for his family. They cannot afford it. That please, they should have mercy on him. It's like, what do you put mean? The kidnappers were like, what do you mean? Yeah, they can't afford it. Do you have it? Will you pay? Do you want to pay? He said he doesn't have it. That he's having some financial crisis. They say, you're lying, you have it. He said, no, he's having some financial crisis. They say, where is the 400 million you went and borrowed from the bank? Yes, it was. Wait, I think no, they didn't call the amount. They said, we know you borrowed some money from the bank. How come you didn't have the money? So Ejike told him that no, he wanted to take the loan, but he didn't take it. So you remember when he received a call from Munachi when he was about to go and collect the loan from the bank. He had the house documents and all the rest. So it seems as if Munachi discouraged him not to do that because we didn't hear what Monachi was saying. You know, he was trying to convince Monachi that it's for business and all the rest. So Monachi was saying something. So that was a flashback he got he was explaining to the people. You know, so he's telling them that his family doesn't have that kind of money. They will not be able, that those people should have mercy on him. So Ejike told them that the he didn't Munachi didn't want him to use his house as collateral. So he told the bank manager. The bank manager said he will speak to the board and get back to him. So he wasn't able to collect the loan. The guys were like, the kidnappers were like, then your family members, your partners, whatsoever, they will have to gather the money, you know. So Ejike asked him that, okay, what if they can't gather the money? He said, then you buy. Then the people told him that, like, so now, like, as the truth is, the only person who knew, apart from Munachi, was Dan, who knew that Ejike was about to collect money from the bank. I told you guys that Ejike from the beginning, I told you that Dan from the very beginning knew what happened to Ejike. I wasn't lying. So Ejike was like, please, I don't want to buy. You people should not buy me. They say you buy if we'll buy you if we don't get that money. So the next thing is Chinwe. Chinwe in the kitchen, she's slicing tomatoes. She's just frustrated and all the rest. So Dan walks in with an inner wear. He came to wash his hand. So he was trying to use a dishwasher. It was finished. He was like, this thing is not working. Then Chinwe showed him that that's the soap he uses. So as he extended his right hand to pick up the soap, Chinwe saw a bite mark on his right um hand. So Chinwe called the name of that, I think, orphanage where she was at. I've forgotten the name. She called the name, and that was like, when she saw it, she started, she started freezing. She was frozen. And when Dan was leaving, she called that name, and Dan heard. Dan stopped and was like, "What did you say?" She said, "No, I was singing. I was singing." So Dan left. So Chinwe went inside. She was shaking. She was saying that it was him. It's him. She was saying it's him. It's him. It's him. So the next thing now was where they had a round table, all of them sitting trying to seek solution on what to do to complete the 60 million to make it 100 million. So the Choma was like, there's nothing we can do. I don't know, because Andy was like, we need to look for solution, like we need to know what to do to come up with this 60 million. And Choma was like, there's nothing we can do except you want us to start carrying iron. I don't want to pronounce the name iron, to go and rob a bank or whatsoever. So Munachi told Choma that, Choma, if you don't have anything reasonable to say, you better keep quiet. Because so long as it has to do with my husband, if I can carry an iron, I will carry it. I will do anything to save my husband. You know. Then look at the idea. Like, Dan is really envious of Ejike. His best idea was for them to sell the house. And they were like, what? Sell what house? Sell which house? They were like, what? Sell, like, they were arguing, they're arguing. So Munachi's mom just told Munachi that the decision is yours to be taken, whether they should sell the house or not. Because Rita wanted that they should give it as collateral to collect a loan. So they realized that to give it as collateral, it's a process, takes long, because those kidnappers gave them time. They have a time frame that they might not meet their target. So they were contemplating. Now the final decision it's Munachi who has to take that decision, whether to sell the house or not. So the next scene is Chinwe standing outside alone, thinking about what she saw, like Dan's arm and all the rest. So Andy came and met her, was like, what are you doing here? Are you okay? I can see you're very worried about your brother. It's okay. She says it's not only about her brother, but there's something about Dan. She can't place her finger on it. So she asked, and Andy was like, you've always known that, you've never had this feeling. What's going on? So she asked Andy that, how long have you known the scar on Dan's arm, his right hand? Andy was like, ever since I've known Dan, I've seen him with that scar. Even though it's not that visible, it's just superficial. She was like, there's something about Dan. There's a dark negative energy around Dan, especially like Dan as a person. So Andy just brushed it off, like maybe she's just thinking too much. They should go inside and all the way. So the next thing now is Munachi sitting alone, crying, and Rita came to console her. So she said she has decided to sell the house. She has asked Andy and Dan to sell the house as soon as possible. So she took the decision that she's going to sell the house. So like as we are going to end this video, please tell me what you all think about it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified whenever I post any new video. And for those who are my returning subscribe, my likers, my lovers, I love you guys so super much. And on this note, I have to say bye.